glass slippers have maids. Even that repulsively resplendent stepdaughter of mine has a maid. What have I, Lady PTOMAINE, got? Misanthropy, solitude, and 2 tone-deaf daughters, neither of whom was a shoo-in for the throne. They couldn't even get the shoe on those homely, huge-hoofed halfwits. But just because they'll be playing spinster the model for the rest of their lives, doesn't mean my HEA, that's happily ever after, is DOA. Dead on arrival. Get with the fucking program! I'm at the peak of my widowhood, my womanhood, my hoodwinking. I'll fade a new mate, I'm certain of it. Then again, I'm also certain that I've lost all my faith in humanity. Just because I'm a ballbuster doesn't mean that...
Oh, the roll and fiddle-dee-dee. The new ballbuster in town is me. That is B-A-W-L, of course. I would never bust up a ball. After all, I am your FAIRAH godmother, the wise woman who once said, and I misquote, if you lost all your faith, I couldn't be queer. And queer I am! How strange! When I said something significantly straighter to Cinderella, she was rapidly reassured. Oh, my dear, no matter how your heart is breathing, if you keep on believing that bippity-boppity-boo-booing is going to move me, it will. Niceness comes naturally to me. That being said, as illustrious an illusionist I am, I'm afraid I'm powerless to beautify the ugly cry!
What, may I ask, are you doing here?
Didn't you read the headline to my profile? Heavyweight in search of reprobate to make me salivate. Besides, you did send me the following message on Cinder, did you not? Hey there, prestidigitator of plentiful proportions. Meet me at the Foxtail at 7 p.m.
I sent that message to plenty of fish. Cold fish, specifically. The one with the astonishing amount of megalomania. The one who, as I'm concerned, is so repugnant. He requires an all-parent to keep him in check. I'm especially hoping something pans out between me and Captain Hookup.
Let's be realistic instead of antagonistic, shall we? With your looks, you have your pick of the bitter, am I right? Yet for some reason, villains of the rural variety just don't. How can I put this delicately? Instead of someone similarly sinister, you prefer someone like me. Do-gooder slash them slash, that is.
My word, that language is entirely out of character for such a winsome woman.
What do you think I am? One-dimensional? Well, I'm not. I'm two-dimensional? So are you. Quit hiding your light under a bustle. Not when it's a magnificently menacing shade of lavender.
FAIRAH, to expose my lovely lavender light would do more harm than good. Ordinarily, nay, legendarily, I live for that. But putting others in harm's way is the way to go. I'm hardly going to get a lady gal for putting myself in that perilous path.
You'll get one from me. Plus, if you confess, you'll be stressed. Oh, come on, don't keep me on ice like this coffee.
I refuse to hustle out from beneath my bustle, and you can't make me.
I most certainly can. Did I steer Cinderella wrong when I sent her off to that showy shindig? I said, have a good time, dance, be gay. Boy, did she ever.
How magnanimous of you to send that monstrous message that good always triumphs over evil. And Cinderella's mate is male identifying, remember?
Yes, but she had a ball, and she lives happily, a.k.a. Playwright, ever after. Now that we've got that straight, let's get you comfy and cozy with being otherwise bippity. Scream as I wish your heart makes bobbity. Whoa!
Thought you were the only one around with the wishing of a policy, did you? Then you feast your eyes on this. Let the Lucifer fly.
What recipes do you like anyway?
Photo shoot for good mousekeeping. He was voted Pussycat of the Year by his peers.
How egregious!
I beg your pardon.
How prestigious!
Not to your liking. A, would you prefer Pussycat of the Queer?
Are you acknowledging your attraction to the fair sex?
far too much alike, my fine furry friend and I. We're both self-cleaning, hard to read, and just want to be alone. And do you know why? Because there's no such thing as possible, only per chance. I could just swoon. Alas, I haven't the faintest idea how. My, you look both dazzled and frazzled, FAIRAH. I'll bet you could use a drink.
For the moment, I have only a thirst for knowledge.
Knowledge is pussycat power. No one name your poison.
Lady PTOMAINE.
At your service. Brandy?
That's the Cinderella of all time. And I will always love you. That version of our story is so many steps in the right direction. I know we've got a ways to go, but oh, that reminds me, way to go.
I don't often take gratitude, but thank you.
You kissed your fair godmother with that mouth?
Not until Easter.
Oh,
okay. Speaking of which, now that the cat's out of the box, it will take you even broader strokes than usual. Instead of attempting to understand, they may draw their own conclusions and fill in the blanks.
I love Mad Libs.
Oh, no. The libs won't be mad. It's everybody else that I'm worried about. I require neither adverbs nor adversaries.
If anyone gives you the business, I'll make it my business to stick up for you. That's what you do when you find a pussycat up a tree. Come to your rescue.
10 minutes ago, I met you and we murdered our how-do-you-dos, and now...
Put us together and what have you got? Bippity-boppity boos.
Booze, for short. If I hear that infuriatingly infantile incantation again...
Do you realize what you've just said?
Of course. I said if.
As in, if you know what's good for you, you're afraid to respond respectfully.
If I must. I mean when.
Yes.
I hear that infuriatingly infantile incantation again. I'll confess, sans stress, that my rainbow will come smiling through, and I'll coo, you.
You know something, lady? You came out beautifully, and I think your HEA, happily ever after. Come on, guys, get with the podcast program. I'm done. We'll also come out A-okay. I will make you happy.
Just to be clear, is that a warning, a promise, or a threat?
It's a personal guarantee. Now, since you asked me out, I think it's only fair that you pussyfoot the bill henceforth. The ice in this coffee is now as melted as your heart, and I mean to be oh, taste. So, let's make like a feline to the counter and get a fresh beverage for me and a Davis for you, because when it comes to being my boo, there's no sweeter role.
Who would ever believe that Lady PTOMAINE, hateful, hurtful harridan whom everyone loves to loathe, could one day go from nefarious to gregarious, vile to worthwhile, irascible to embraceable?
Me, that's who. And as I am proud to proclaim, impossible things are happening every day. Now, my dear, having the liquidless courage of your convictions, you deserve a curtain catcall.